this leak is true, oh boy, I will be happy. Well, I mean, it looks like there's like some person with a gun in the thumbnail. Else we have Crash Bandicoot. But to be honest, I just really want Shantae in, especially with the new information on Shantae 5, which I just learned about today from Game Explain. He's a really good channel. He talks about different things. Like currently, he's doing a lot of stuff, testing out the release of the upgraded Switch. And I recommend you go check out his channel. But we had covered new information on Shantae 5, or as we now know, the true name of it, Shantae and the Seven Sirens. I mean, we're just getting closer and closer to that release date. And it could be coming close. I think the release of that, along with a reveal of Shantae, making her the first, like, indie game sort of character to join would be amazing. But apparently that's not what this leak is saying. This goes even past more than just the new fighters. It's talking about a lot more. Because all fighters week, next me costumes, stuff about the bosses, which could be talking about the theorized boss rush mode coming when Banjo and Kazooie release, along with new modes, including target test or target smash or whatever, and home run contest. And we know that home run contest is confirmed to be coming because it is in the files of the game. It's in there. It's in the code. And they're going to be releasing it at some point. But without further ado, let's see what blocked content has for us today.
Banjo's release date, upcoming fighters, and new modes. This leak talks about it all.
And let's see if we can probably believe it or not.
What's happening, my Blocked buddies, and welcome to a brand new episode of Blocked Content's Leak Speak. My name is Callum, and this is going to be your content for today. And today, we're
My boy
doing
Callum.
something fairly familiar to everybody. So we just held a poll on our Blocked Content community page, and everyone could kind of vote on what kind of content you would love to see more of. And of course,
I saw that.
theory, speculation that got the highest votes, and of course also Snake Codex, where there's a brand new episode in development as well. And we've been pushing out a lot of Battle Quote stuff. So thank you guys for voting. Thank you guys for letting your voice be heard. I've heard it, and we are developing lots of awesome things for you guys here on Blocked Content. And today we get to talk about something.
I like channels like that.
Because there has been this.
Oh, they actually listen to the fans.
Talks about stuff like Banjo's release date, about new Mii costumes coming to the game, maybe boss rush mode stuff, and even hints that, you know, maybe the other fighters could be happening very, very soon too, and what their code names are. So.
Oh yeah, code names. I forgot about that. Like apparently people data mined around when Smash Ultimate was still pretty new to the world. And apparently they found like code names for the different DLC fighters. Like each one had a code name for who they are and whatnot. Like
with you guys about it. So for those of you guys who like giveaways,
and like basically people use that to predict who would be the next few fighters. I can't remember any of the code names though. I did see at one point.
Giving away a piranha plant plushie. So remember to press like on this video. So press thumbs up. It helps the channel out a whole lot. Subscribe to the channel, Blocked Content, and comment down below to enter for this giveaway at 50k. So it's a little ways off, and we'll introduce a new giveaway that actually happens at 40k as well. So I'm working on that. It's going to be something very special. So let's get into the content of today's video.
Let's get it.
So, really interesting here is that this league actually came in a time where there was a long drought of actually nothing. Nobody was really talking about things, and I think people were basically playing with Hero all that time. And I would say myself, I'm definitely playing a whole lot of Hero in Smash Bros. Ult.
Oh god, he's busted.
Because that character is crazy. Like, throwing out those random moves, or those, you can't even predict. The RNG on that is so insanely amazing, and I've been having fun, and doing live streams with you guys has been great too. So, Star in Smash Brothers is basically what we'll call this league for now, and it's a series of posts that basically iterate on one another, and it's of course posted by Anonymous, as it always is, and a lot of the leagues that end up being true are also posted by Anonymous. So we'll take this with a grain of salt, as we always kind of do.
Of course.
And, talking about this leak or fake leak or rumor is basically just for us to dream about things that might happen or might not happen. So let's get into this. Star in Smash Brothers, Banjo, release September 25th. So a lot of people have
that is the thing, because I remember I didn't watch that video for whatever reason, but Block Content did have another video around a possible league that a Nintendo Direct was coming out September, which seemed like a perfect time for Banjo and Kazooie to come out, because there's a lot of hype going on in the later months of fall, like November. I'm pretty sure is Pokemon Sword and Shield. October on Halloween we're getting Luigi's Mansion 3, and there's just a whole lot of big stuff going on.
Yes, the 25th for September, a Banjo release. I think that's very great. I would love it to be that soon. They could do it a little bit later because, winter is a very long time. So they also talk about Mii costumes that drop along with Banjo, saying rare Mii costumes, which is crazy. I don't really know what to think of that. Like, is that Perfect Dark Mii costumes, or Conker's Bad Fur Day Mii costumes, or stuff like, it could be really weird out there kind of stuff. They also have some great franchises on the Xbox. I think Viva Pinata was one, and if it wasn't one, it should be. Minecraft Mii costumes for Steve. Wow, Steve outfit and a creeper head. So this is really interesting. They don't just have a Steve head, but it's an entire Steve outfit.
That'd be pretty cool. That'd be pretty cool.
Head, so very similar,
especially with the
like
new rise of Minecraft,
right? So
coming back.
Also Banjo-Kazooie Spirits here.
Of course.
And that to me is really interesting because I don't know what kind of characters they will do, but there are so many to choose from in that franchise that I'm sure they'll make a really great, addition to the Spirit Board. And I think it'll be just fun to see how they'll do Klungo or other bosses from Banjo-Kazooie.
I can't remember.
And of course all the non-playable characters that you talk to. There's so many possibilities there. And something that we've talked a lot about on the channel,
the boss rush.
In the previous video too, was boss rush mode. And this league
which I think would be really fun.
With boss additions, it can be moved to the 4th.
Because at first I was thinking, when I first learned about I don't really know, because the final spoilers for World of Light, but the final boss of the World of Light Adventure mode has a part in between the final part where you actually fight both Gleam and Dargon at the same time, and between the part where you're just climbing up and you're fighting a whole bunch of light and dark fighters. In the middle of those two sections of it, there's a whole thing where you fight each of the bosses. But anyways, that maybe a boss rush mode would be better, and not having to without you having to go through that first section all over every single time you want to fight all the bosses. That'd be pretty cool.
Here, this could be the 4th newcomer that this will end up with. So it couldn't be Banjo, or it could be Banjo. So if this person is not really sure about
honestly hoping it's Banjo.
Boss Rush to me sounds really awesome, and this league actually talks a lot more about boss fighters too. So stick around because I'm going to talk about what they are too. Online tourney improvement. You can create your own tourney.
That's what I want. That's something that I wanted, because I was really hyped for it, and I still like them, I still play a bit of them, but I mean, Nintendo, get your rule sets together. Why do you have timed battles on? I mean, items, I don't really play with items. Like, the only item I really play with is the Smash Ball. But timed rule sets. Timed rule sets. So if we could make our own tourneys eventually, that'd be great. That'd be great.
And home run bat contest.
Yes!
That's really weirdly worded. So home run
Yeah.
contest to me, super interesting because I've been waiting for that for a very long time.
Still.
And it should definitely happen with Banjo-Kazooie. I mean, we need some single player content in this game. And online tourney improvement. I mean, I've been playing
Home run contest.
I like it, but what could be cooler than with you guys, with our block buddies, to create a very cool tourney of our own, to have all of you guys in one tournament. And
don't make it
play
stocked.
together.
I mean, timed.
That would be really cool, maybe even like a team tournament. So the fourth character is being titled
Soldier.
That's all. Soldier, fourth, in development right now. Shown Nintendo Direct.
Oh, look at that.
It will be between...
Look at that. Spin is the... I guess it would... Okay, that could only be... Crash. Spin. Spin is the code name for the fifth. It would have to be Crash. There's no other person it could be. That was just... I'm very uncultured.
And the
with
20th
games.
of November is also a special someone's birthday. It's my birthday, so let's hope it happens.
Nice.
Because that's very special. If Soldier is a character, like, you know, the first thing that I'm thinking about is either Master Chief or the Doom guy, right? So it could be one of those two.
Maybe.
If it's Master Chief, that'll be a worthy birthday present, because I love me some Halo. So Nintendo Direct in September between the 10th and the 20th, and then with...
I'd be pretty happy with Master Chief.
That actually makes
I wouldn't be
sense.
really hyped,
Having
but,
Hero
you know.
right there, you know, with that announcement, and then dropping a little bit after. I think it was the day of or the day after. So this would, you know, fall in line with that. Talking about Mii costumes, they're not yet known, and break the targets. Sadly, is like Brawl, but just 3 stages, not 5 like Brawl. I could definitely see this happening. This
I don't know
is
about
the right thing to do.
what
I feel,
was going on in Brawl with that.
so many characters.
So it would be a
You
new
won't
experience for
custom
me.
Target stages. I think that they need to hire a person to do that, just to make them in like some sort of stage creator mode and just spend like a few weeks making one for every character. I think that'd be cool, but they probably will never do that. And to
Unfortunately.
bring it back from 3 in not 5, I think is also a thing that will definitely happen if we get break the targets, which I don't really know for sure we are. Target Blast, yes, this is from Smash 4, so the exact same thing.
Honestly, that wasn't really that. No. It wasn't really that interesting. I mean, I'd be fine with it. For some reason, a lot of people didn't like it.
Rush.
But I'd be fine with that.
Editions, question mark. It can be with Banjo too. Yeah, so it could
Boss
be
Rush.
Fourth, or it could be...
I want it to be with Banjo. If it happens, I want it to come as soon as possible.
Something like that. And what would be even cooler is if we could co-op those bosses, because, you know...
Well, the fact that he said was boss additions. What if the biggest things that other than, just the boss rush, one thing that they bought content has been talking about is Gruntilda possibly becoming a boss in the game for this boss rush mode, and possibly probably like 1 or 2 more coming later on,
Increase their health or something
which
like
would
that,
be
but
awesome.
It would be fun to, sit around with friends and fight bosses. Ganon with like Toon Link and Young Link or something like that, or Zelda and Link. I think that'll be really cool.
This game now.
So he talks about Spin, which is the 5th character.
That could only be Crash.
Nothing else than the character that you and I are all thinking about right now. Just planned and a few stuff like model and so. So this is pretty broken English right there. Shown in November,
right.
Releases in January. So the 5th final character releases in January, not February, which is interesting.
Yeah.
So maybe we could get more beyond that. But Spin,
Well,
if we're...
That is true, because, oh my god, I am pausing way too much, but, well, there you go, it'll probably be a long episode video anyways, but one other thing that they did talk about, and very recently, was the whole thing about in the sound test thing where you go to the fighter voices. There was like a picture that you have found or something like that. I can't remember from where, but it was the fighter voice line page or whatever. It was at the very bottom. It showed like, Joker and all the before him. We had the 4 hero variations, and then there was one for Banjo. But then there were 3 other slots which were blank, and obviously 2 of them would be obviously for the 4th and 5th fighters. But what would the last one be for? And possibly it would be either a bonus fighter, like possibly another fighter we would get once all 5 of the original DLC fighters are released, and you get this special fighter if you purchase the entire Fighters Pass, or it would be like Hero or Corn or something like that, where one of the final 2 DLC fighters has an alternate costume who has separate voice lines.
To be honest, spin could only mean one thing, and that's Crash Bandicoot.
Exactly.
Right? The character that spins as his main move. So that would be really awesome. I think that Crash is a shoe-in for Smash Brothers, and if it doesn't happen in Ultimate, it will definitely happen in the next game. But Crash is a very special character.
I always thought you would really like Crash. Once again, not really hyped for him, but
into the fold with all these characters, and having Crash.
But I still really like him in
2 big games. Well, I think that it makes sense to bring Crash over now. And how cool would it be? We'd have Banjo from Microsoft now. We'd have Mario from Nintendo. We'd have Crash from Sony. And then a couple of other characters from third parties. This is just insane. If that happens, my mind would definitely explode. And we're talking about World of Light. It says World of Light extension, including the new bosses and some of the spirits you don't see in the original.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah, so there have been spirits added.
That'd be so good.
In World of Light, and having those in there could, increase the map a little bit, and maybe even put them in spaces in the map that are there now but are not yet used. So maybe that could definitely happen. So
New Cinemax
that we're going to talk about there.
Honestly, very hard mode. Yeah, please. When in the whole thing before where Sakurai was talking about Hero, when I saw a new difficulty for World of Light, I was getting ready because I immediately thought it was like a harder difficulty, which possibly would lead up to a secret boss battle, like maybe a harder version of Gleam and Darkon or something like that. So when I thought it was easy mode, I was like, oh, but like, I guess it kind of makes sense, but like, that's kind of disappointing. But so if there would be a very hard mode, I would love that.
In there as well, which would be really awesome. Adding a little bit to World of Light would make people go back into that mode.
Very hard mode. I would love that.
Is not the big deal.
Also, Cinemax. I love the Cinemax in the game.
Bosses, I presume. So not the big deal. Also, a little bit broken English, but probably means, yeah, don't hold your hopes for this one. It's not that interesting. And a very hard mode. I think there's already like a very hard mode in there. So even harder mode.
Yeah.
We just got the very easy mode with.
Yeah, there's very easy, normal, and hard right now.
Extra character, and here it is.
That's the thing.
So the idea here is that we are getting.
Well, so one thing I want to bring attention to. He's probably going to bring attention to it anyways, but just 2 songs. It said no stage, no spirits, no modes, no me costumes. Just 2 songs. One thing that they've talked about in the past was was a whole thing about, like, this one YouTuber who I am very familiar with. I'm sad that it happened to him. Brawl something RCM or something like that. I can't was idea what's your name, but he was like a music channel who made like videos of extended music for different games. But recently, they had gotten a whole bunch of copyright claims from Nintendo and had to take down a whole bunch of different songs that belonged to Nintendo, which is honestly really sad. Because he is where I got some of the music where I got that I used for some of my for one of my previous intros. And it was just really sad to see that happen to him. But one thing that was really interesting, that 2 songs that were specifically from Super Mario RPG, a game that Nintendo does have some rights to, but not all of them, like the music. 2 songs from that game were copyright claimed. And 2 of them really relate more towards Geno, which seemed pretty weird at the time. So possibly this extra character could most likely be Geno. If so, I would die. I would actually die, because I actually really, really like Super Mario RPG. It's honestly one of my favorite RPGs that Nintendo made, and if Geno were to make it in there, into Smash, after all this time, in fact, that'd be flippin' awesome.
Bonus character after the 5th character, because everyone kind of thinks that we will for some reason, because of empty spaces and stuff, and it just making sense. And it's titled Star. So if the first one was Soldier, and
also Star, Star. What was Geno named original? What is one of Geno's titles? I'm pretty sure it was something like the Star Warrior. I mean, and I'm pretty sure the title of Super Mario RPG was like Legend of the 7 Stars or something like that. Like, come on, man. They are teasing us at this point.
As it's the Starling, the Star Kid, the Star. So, just planned. Show to be announced. Maybe in the Game Awards, like Joker. I don't know yet.
Possibly.
But it will be before the 5th DLC release. So it will be shown before the 5th DLC drops, but not released. We don't have a release date yet. Character has no stage. The character has just 2 songs, has no spirit.
Just 2 songs, people.
No costume. So if it is Geno, 2 songs really makes sense. It'd be like a boss theme from Mario RPG, and then
which I would love.
The forest theme, the forest maze theme for the Geno character. That would be so sad to have no stage with the character, no spirits, no modes.
Unfortunately.
But yeah, we'll take it. If the character is in the game,
yes,
everybody will be happy.
If it's Geno, oh my god.
Development shown in September, maybe in the direct or maybe
extra stage.
Release
I was hoping.
Release at some point in October.
Oh.
Part of the Fighters Pass.
Oh.
To use your credit card again.
No.
Interesting, and I think it makes sense.
Oh, I have to ask my mom again.
Microsoft would want a slice of the Smash pie, and I think the slice of the Smash pie in this regard would be to do an extra deal that they would solely get money on, and that would be an extra stage from Minecraft. So again, this actually makes a lot of sense.
Darn you, Microsoft!
So far, shown up that it has me saying this is definitely fake. Like, this is all stuff that could happen. Just break the targets as a mode I don't see happening yet. I think that it was absent from the previous game for a reason. They just don't really want to do it anymore.
But if it does happen, then that'd be interesting.
Makes sense to me. So yeah, we'll have to use our credit cards again to get that content.
Mom, break out your wallet.
New and old.
Oh! This is what I was hoping for. Porky Gruntield. That is a typo, but I can forgive it. Doctor New from okay. I that's what Sakurai himself. Haha, just kidding. They'll be in their boss, but it's not decided yet who will be, but it's from Nintendo. Ooh. Also, Master Core. Master Core. My first game I ever played, the first game that brought me to Smash series was Brawl, but the first one I actually played was Smash 4. And having Master Core, and even without the Master Fortress, would be great, because I do have the 3DS version also. I mean, Master Core without the Master Fortress was always hard enough.
You guys are already very familiar to
Duon.
Boy, so let's hope
Duon.
here. Well, we're getting Porky from Brawl.
Oh, people want Porky.
Gruntilda, wrongly spelled, but new, yeah. And
yeah.
Gruntilda is going to be a boss. Like
Gruntilda has to be. Come on, Nintendo.
This is from the 5th DLC, so this would be like N Cortex from the Crash series. That would make the most sense.
Maybe.
And then my boy Duon is in. Brawl, of course, I love Duon. I think that's a really fun design. Could have been like a Kingdom Hearts character, and I think it would be so much fun. Where my Duon boy is at.
Duon. I'm not that big of a fan, but I think he's a pretty cool boss.
Of course, a Smash 4 villain, like the final boss.
I really like Master Core.
Fortress transformation was actually cut. It says here. That's
fine with that.
That's not nice. Sakurai itself. Haha. Just kidding. There will be another boss, but
itself.
Sick
brother, Sakurai.
See ya. So that's all this person is saying. Some broken English and some.
But who
gets lost
possibly could that be? If it would happen.
To be something like Doom Guy, Master Chief, and then Crash to me would make sense. Geno would make a lot of sense, and then all these.
Geno would be awesome.
Doctor would probably be Cortex from Crash.
Wait. This is a stupid thought, but what if the boss was Waluigi? I mean, it's a stupid thing, but I mean, Nintendo was able to get Animal Crossing characters as fighters. So, I mean, they could twist anything.
So, really curious if you guys
it's working for Smash.
Rumors? Do you think that they're at all true? Is there information in there that makes you
I don't know, but
excited? Well, let me know down in the comments. I'd love to hear what you guys think.
That'd be.
Comment down below. You could be featured in our next video. And today's.
My God, that is a lot of stuff to process at once. Wow, I talk way too much. But just all that stuff. With the fact that we could possibly be in Geno. We could be getting all these old bosses back, plus new ones joining the fray, just like our Fighters Pass, just like our roster of fighters. Everyone returning, old characters returning, but then we have more just coming in. We have new ones joining the battle. I mean, it'd be amazing if they could do that for the bosses. I mean, they technically already did, partially, with Gallium and Giga Bowser, along with new ones like Ganon and Marks. I mean, that'd be pretty freaking awesome. I honestly hope everything, even if some of this stuff doesn't really sound believable. I mean, I just hope that a whole ton of that stuff becomes true. Except for the freaking Minecraft stage. The fact that we would have to pay for that's depressing. Oh my goodness. So, of course, I'm gonna have to take it with a grain of salt. I suggest you guys as well. Well, take it with a grain of salt, because I mean, it could be anything. It could not be real. It could be true. Half of it could be true. Like, we just don't know. The only ones who do know are the people at Nintendo working on it. And anybody else who's in on it, like the companies that the two final and the possible star bonus character could be coming, could be being from worked on. You get what I mean? Either way, just take it with a grain of salt. It could be true, it could not be true. Like I said, all that stuff. But take it with a grain of salt, but don't completely just make it all salty. I don't know what I'm saying. Just have some hope, just not too much. We don't want anybody getting completely heartbroken here. But my God, this is the biggest week we've had yet.